Okay, hello everyone, I'm Stuart Lawrence. This is my How to Get Healthy and Lose Weight in a Year blog. This is part 3. This is probably going to be the hardest starting point for a lot of people. I mean, truth be told, it was for me. And this is all about the headspace side of things, trying to get your head in order to move forwards. Not just for your own physical health, but your emotional health as well, because that's a major part of being well. So you guys have started doing the exercise, you've started doing the stretches, you're taking your omega-3, your Juice Plus, you're taking your probiotics, you're doing all those good bits. But now what we need to go through is how to sort out what's going up here. There's going to be a few stumbling blocks, and basically your environment around you has a direct effect on how you feel. I mean, it's 2013, we're going through pretty much the worst economic meltdown in history, and no matter what, we still have to pay the bills and move forward month by month. We're doing it. It's not particularly fun, it's not particularly pleasant, but we're still managing to do it. The interesting thing is, if you look at a lot of the new research that's coming out by Bruce Lipton and a lot of the other researchers, are actually showing that your emotional environment, everything that's happening around you, has a direct effect on how your cells function. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over some information. I am going to be using a few jogger notes, so I do apologise if my eyes drop down occasionally, because there's quite a lot of information here. But what I'm also going to do is all this information, I'm going to put it on the website so that you can go back to the website at spinalcarecentre.co.uk, have a little look at it, and then just refresh what you've seen here on this video. So, positive thoughts. Basically, if you have a positive thought, your cell functions in a more healthy manner. How do we know that? Basically, loads and loads and loads of research. They've done research at Harvard University, which has showed that if people they go to the mind and body groups, people that are having problems with conceiving, they're increasing their conception rates just by thinking positive thoughts. So it sounds a bit strange, but it's true, it's working. The other one, people that have got high blood pressure, they've also shown that people that start doing relaxation therapy, their blood pressure's reducing. And this is what I want to try and teach you. I want to try and teach you some little techniques that you can do to make these positive changes to your health by basically positively changing the way you think. So what I want you to do is I want you to try and look at look at people that are positive. You know, you get some people that they've got that sort of positive attitude about them. Look at them, try and learn from them. They'll have certain little things that they do. And it's trying to pick these little positive, healthy habits from these people and try and emulate them within yourself. Ask yourself, is there anything that you're doing at the moment that doesn't feel quite right? You know, certain things that you think, well, I shouldn't be doing that, but I am anyway. If you're getting those thoughts, that's your unconscious mind telling you, just don't do it. You know, don't try and do something your body doesn't want you to do just because you think you should, if that makes sense. Again, ask yourself, are your friends, are any family members holding you back saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that? Because at the end of the day, if you set your mind to something, you can achieve it if you genuinely, truly want to. It's you that makes the choices to do something, not somebody else. I'll give you a classic example. You wouldn't jump off a cliff just because someone says, well, go down and jump off a cliff. It's you that makes those decisions. And this is the same with your job. You know, if you're in a job and you're doing that job and that job it's just leaving you wanting more emotionally, you just need more, or look at changing it. Go and find a career advisor, speak to them, ask their advice, that's what they do, and say, you know, is there something that you suggest that I could do? Financially, it might be a bit of a downer to begin with, but once you start to feel comfortable in your new role, you're going to open up all sorts of new avenues for yourself and then move onwards and upwards. And this is the biggest one, relationships. Relationships are a hard one. If you're not feeling emotionally, spiritually, physically fulfilled in your relationship, something isn't right, okay? You need to really, really, really look into it and decide how you can move forwards. And at the end of the day, if that partner is, or that person you're with is right for you, they'll want you to go through that. They're not going to hold you back just because they feel they should hold you back. Does that make sense? At the end of the day, a relationship is a partnership. Both of you should work together for the greater good. And if there's an imbalance in that relationship and you can't balance it between the two of you, then at that point you need to start questioning where you feel you should be. So let's look at how we can move onwards and upwards, because at the end of the day, you've got to remember you can't change the past. The only thing that you can change is your present actions, and then what you do now will have a guiding influence on the future, but you really just need to work on the now. So let's start off with a few simple little tricks that you can use to try and make those positive changes. Right, one that I think is brilliant, they're called daily affirmations. Basically, you say to yourself, you wake up in the morning, I'm a good father, or I'm a good mother, I'm a good person, I'm successful. It sounds strange, but it works. You know, get some little post-it notes, put them on the mirror in front of you. Look at them, read them in the morning. They make a massive, massive difference. Again, I've expanded on this on the information. If you're having problems in the office at work, write the affirmations on little post-it notes and put them on your office. I won't get stressed. I won't get wound up. I know the boss is a twizzle, but I can manage it. I can deal with it. They sound daft, but they do make a difference. Okay? Now, daily gratitude. This sounds a bit strange, but this does work. At the end of the day, you have to be thankful for what you've got. If you're thankful, you will get more in return. So yes, you might have money worries, but there's always going to be somebody that's worse off than you. So what you have to do is you say, I'm thankful for what I have. If you do that, after a period of time, you'll gain more. It's a funny situation in the universe, but it does work. Please try it. Bear with me on this one, but you will slowly start to see those positive changes. Now, meditation. I have talked about meditation in the past, but this does make a big difference. If you can learn to meditate, even for just 5 or 10 minutes a day, this will make that big difference. Remember I talked about that Harvard study about the blood pressure? This is one of them. So they were basically doing mind-body groups, so it's like meditation type things, to try and relax their body and just bring their system down a touch. Now, even if you just close your eyes, take 10 deep breaths in and out, after those 10 breaths, you will notice that difference. Another thing is when you're doing this, try and get in contact with nature. If you live near the beach, go down the beach, take your socks and shoes off, put your feet in the sand and just have a little scrunch around. I can't explain it, it just feels good, it feels relaxed. You know that feeling when you're on the beach? Try and get that sensation and just try and relax into it. If you haven't got a beach next door to you or near you, go out into the garden, put your feet on the grass. Again, it makes a difference. You're just getting back in touch with nature. Close your eyes, relax, and just listen to the birds or just the animals around you, and just slowly chill a little bit. Now, this is an important one. Sorry I'm shivering. It's a little bit cold here. We're in May. It's supposed to be lovely and warm, and it's not, but we thought we'd give it a try outside. We get occasionally fleeting bits of sun, and then we get fleeting bits of rain as well. So if I'm having a bit of a shiver, sorry, so bear with me on this one. Right, a vision board. Vision boards are awesome. I don't know if you've ever come across a vision board or heard what a vision board is. Basically, what you do is you get an A1 piece of paper and you get lots and lots of pictures. Actually, this is a good one to do with your partner, because if there are a few issues in a relationship, I'm not saying there are, but if there possibly are, do this with your partner, and together, this is great, because what you're doing is you're working with something for the future. You've got kids, bring the kids in. What you're trying to do is you're trying to work out where you want to be in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3, 5, 10 years time. You know the magazines, they've got the lovely picture of the houses and the cars and this, that and the other. Cut them out, Stick them down and say, I would like to be here in this number of months, this number of years, wherever. It's good fun. I've done these in the past. You can do them. You can do them at work. Actually, do them with your staff. We want to be here in this period of time. It gives you something to drive towards. If you've then got that vision board and it's up on the wall, you're looking at it and it's reminding you, yeah, that's what we talked about. That's what we want to do. That's where we want to get to. That's what we want to achieve. They do work. I've done this in the past. It has been absolutely fantastic. I have to be honest, I have to do a new one. We have to update it because things change, life changes. And as you start doing things in your life will move forwards and they'll change and different people come in and out of your life and you can work towards something. It is a good laugh, it's good fun, but it holds power. Once you've written something down, it has a sense of innate energy that you can work with. Now, another thing, write down on that vision board the top 10 behaviours of people that you would like to be, successful people that you feel have done well. It might be, I'm a confident person, or I'm able to deal with other people, in a calm, relaxed manner. Just write them down. Might seem strange, but again, once you're looking at them and you're starting to get that into your unconscious mind, you will start to believe that in an unconscious manner. You will start to take on those characteristics. And again, that makes a big, big, big difference. Above all, when you're doing this, have fun. That's the important part here. Finally, remember, as I said earlier, the only person that controls you is you. You are the master of your own destiny. If you're doing something just to get that short-term buzz, don't do it. It's not healthy. And it's going to make a difference on how your body responds to health. We're trying to work towards a better state of health and wellness. That's not just losing weight. That's the physical aspect. Yes, that's the bit that people see. But the emotional aspects, they're massively important. And you'll tend to find that people that have this innate sense of wellness, you want to be with them. You want to be around them. They feel good to be around. You know the person that's that centre of the party. You feel comfortable in their presence. You feel relaxed in their presence. That's what we're trying to work with. That's what we're trying to kind of go towards. As I said, the headspace side of what we're doing, this is the hardest one. It's also the most important one. It really is. So please go to the website, look up the information. I've broken it down, put a lot more information there you can work with. But yeah, I'm gonna finish up now because I'm freezing and I'm starting to shiver a little bit. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna have a nice cup of tea and we're gonna go from there. So, Stuart Lawrence, Spinal Natural Healthcare Centre. Go to the website, spinalcarecentre.co.uk, and get all the information you need. Anyway, thank you very much, and I'll speak to you next month. Bye-bye.